Peggy 18.
Actually, this game has not been rated by Peggy, but it does contain graphic violence and probably shouldn't be played by anybody. Think of a two-digit number between 10 and 50. Have you got it? Right. Concentrate on that number. Transmit it through the air to me. You picked 37, amazing, right. Anyway, on with the process. Once at least 12 of you have joined using the room code displayed on your screen, we will begin the process. One of you, probably the one who picked 37, is clearly a genius. However, 11 of you are not. Please stand by whilst I ruminate on who will join the process. Conceptually AT has joined the process. Nando has joined the process. Conradillac has joined the process. Mantissa has joined the process. Stimpson Sanj has joined the process. Puzzletime has joined the process. Keller has joined the process. Papa Jumps Korea has joined the process. Grams has joined the process. Matt has joined the process. Apodo has joined the process. Colin has joined the process. You will face 11 multiple choice questions. Answer on your devices. One player who answers incorrectly will be eliminated at random. In the event all players are correct, everybody is up for elimination. I have decided that it is far more fun for me if you don't know your fate until after it has happened. Therefore, I will not tell you the answer, nor whether you were correct until after elimination has taken place. Isn't this fun? For every correct answer, you will receive 50 pennies. The player who survives the process will receive an additional 500 pennies. Good luck. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was tobacco. All 12 players were correct. Apodo is now in a better place. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was address. 8 out of 11 players were incorrect. I fear that will leave a permanent mark, conceptualizati. What a shame.
What a shame. What a shame.
Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was pub. 4 out of 10 players were incorrect. What is human, had 2 legs and dies when shot with a laser? Papa jumps career. Ha, ha, ha. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was 12 seconds. 2 out of 9 players were incorrect. Conradillac had to leave us. They will be missed. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was #0000FF. All 8 players were correct. I guess somebody had to go, Colin. Shame it was you.
Shame!
What a shame.
Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time." The correct answer was 1 to the opponent. 4 out of 7 players were incorrect. This process can really take it out of you. Matt knows that for sure. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time." The correct answer was suspicious minds. 5 out of 6 players were incorrect. Puzzle Time just lost £150 in 1 second. Congratulations. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time." The correct answer was pink. 2 out of 5 players were incorrect. You appear to have gotten some brains on the carpet, Grams. We will be billing your estate in the fullness of time. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time." The correct answer was Spain. 3 out of 4 players were incorrect. Let us have a moment of silence for our fallen comrade Stimpson Sanj. Thank you for the respectful moment of silence. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was science. 2 out of 3 players were incorrect. The experimental reduction to atoms program was a complete success. Please enjoy the experience, Keller. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was, you only live twice. All 2 players were incorrect. Thank you, Mantissa, for volunteering to test the targeting system. You will be pleased to know that it still works. Congratulations to Nando on surviving the process. Have 500 pennies. Thanks to Oni91_5734 for writing this evening's questions. A truly magical set. I'm off to practice my Pharaoh shuffle and classic palm technique. This is made harder by the fact I don't actually have hands. But I like a challenge. Until next time, thank you for playing Crossfire. Goodbye.
Good evening, 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 good evening. And welcome to Game Night on Saturday the 15th of February. Hope everyone is doing well. Congratulations to Nando on winning that opening game of Crossfire. Hope you all enjoyed Emily's magic trick as well, if it worked for you. And thank you very much to Oni for writing and to Lewis for proofing it. Lovely stuff. Nice way to start the stream. Hope everyone is well, enjoying the weekend. It is Saturday. Hope everyone is living it large. Is that a thing that people are still saying, or am I just that old? But I hope you're having a good time and up to many exciting things. I've had a very exciting weekend so far. I went to the park run. That was good. Slow though, 25:51 today. It's dead slow. And I went to the butcher's. I went to the grocer's. Went to Tesco's. And we had burgers for dinner. And I proofread some spotlight packs. And that's been about it. It's been glorious. A nice day to sort of slightly recharge. It's been a very busy week. It's been a very interesting week, as I've sort of alluded to on Thursday. I had some pretty bad news towards the start of the week regarding a family member. Yeah, it's been a slightly strange week. So just sort of having a bit of time to recharge come the weekend. I'm sporting my new compression gloves, which are quite nice. I wore them running this morning. Apparently they're supposed to like stop arthritis and shit. So, but I just think they look cool. So, new compression gloves. They do not shoot lightning yet, unfortunately. But yeah, it's all good. So I've got two pairs. I've got another pair that just arrived today, which are arguably even cooler because they got red on them. Well, they did in the picture anyway. I haven't actually opened them yet. Would you like to see them? Have they got red on them? No, they don't. You lied to me. Amazon lied to me. I'm deeply upset. Oh well, I've still got two pairs now, and I'll move to them and see if they're any good in a bit. Good evening to all of you. Good evening to JR, SJ, Samsa, Armfets, Arun, Puzzle Dan, Jack Wilfred, Clive Legend, Colin, AB Me. Good evening, Lewis, and still got Matt and Toot. Hello to Shapes and CJ, Fluffy Bunny, and Pyro. Good evening, Conradlac, and Prunes, and Jerry, and Jogging, and Dev, and Tadaru, TVP, and Walking. Good evening, Lingo, and Mark, and Oni, and Lupine, Nando, and Stimpson, Riasoon, Silent Marine, Kegler Coat, and anyone else who is lurking, loitering, and lingering in the chat. You are most welcome to be here. Thank you so much for joining for what promises to be a suitably fun and entertaining evening of quiz. As we get into the headline games, we are starting tonight with Red Herrings. This has been written by our great friend Zeusless. It has been proofed by Lewis once again. I'm grateful to both of them for their efforts. And bit of fun red herring stuff going on tonight, and coming up a bit later on we're going to be having Spotlight. It's been written by various members of the community. Last I checked, when I ingested all the latest packs earlier on today, we have 29 unused packs, which is a suitable number for the game. Hopefully means we won't see any repeats if a category is swapped, but not impossible. Kirstukan, welcome to the stream. The internet lies to you. Yes, it does. I'm deeply upset by that whole thing. Hello, we're only 3 players shy of a full lobby. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? What is this? Is it 20 on each side? So that's 37. That's a goodly number, isn't it? What else was I going to say? What else is going on at the moment? Busyness. Just a busy season. But it's half term this coming week, so I haven't got choir tomorrow night, and it is So I'm trying to slightly step back from doing stuff in evenings this week. The only thing actually I've got in the diary next week in the evening is stream on Thursday. So sort of a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday evenings, it's going to be some R&R rest and recuperation time for me, because I feel like I'm just slightly burning the candle at both ends and trying to do a bit too much. And I've not had burnout before, and neither do I want to experience it from all the friends and colleagues I know who have had it at various points. So I'm trying to stave that off by doing a little bit of self-care this week, by just sort of taking a step back and doing my day job in the day, and then going to be focusing on doing my own stuff this evening. Hello, Huds. Welcome to the game, my dude. We're too shy. We're too shy of a full lobby. I don't want to prompt lurkers into coming to play if they're happy lurking. Welcome on in, mate. Hope you're keeping well. You've just reminded me, actually, before we start the game, here's a message from our sponsor, Puzzle Dan. Hey, Huds, do you like my gloves?
What do you call an alligator in a vest? An investigator. You're welcome all for the pun.
You get Tywin Lannister for that one. What else have I got here? Could have a boy. Here's a message from our sponsor, Puzzle Dan.
What do you call an alligator in a vest? An investigator. You're welcome all for the pun.
Puzzle Dan, did you just do that twice just for shiggles? Well, thank you for the 200 bits, I guess. Oh, you don't need to be sorry. I could have had a second pump for the second one. Jesus lives. Welcome to the stream, G. I just hope you're keeping well, my dude. Hashtag Jesus look. Love it. Well, look, it's great to have you all here. Here's a message from our sponsor, Hey Dev. No, Hot 601.
An investigator. You're welcome all for the pun.
And here's a message from our sponsor, actually from Hey Dev. That was from Hot 601. Oh God, what is going on?
What do you call an alligator in a vest? An investigator. You're welcome all for the pun.
What else have TTS had to think about it? Thank you for the 100 bits, Hunt and Dev. And here's a message from our sponsor, G. Isons.
What do you call an alligator in a vest? An investigator. You're welcome all for the pun.
Thank you for the 100 bits, G. Isons. And here's a message from our sponsor, JR Plays Games.
What do
We
you
really
call
are.
an alligator in a vest? An overused.
Hey!
You're welcome for the bit.
Thank you for the 100 bits there, JR. Dan, do you want to just go hashtag what do you call an alligator in a vest? And I'll track that as a raid message. That's a strong contender. Just the question, what do you call an alligator in a vest? Dan, because you came up with the joke to begin with, I think you get the raid message. Played by a congregation of investigators. If you want to put that up, Dan, as a raid message suggestion, I will highlight that one. I'm not going to guarantee I'm going to take it. There we go. And here's a message from our sponsor, Fluffy Bunny.
What do you call a crocodile in a sandwich? A different joke.
Very good. Thank you for the 100 bits there, Fluffy Bunny. Just before we start, we got a little bit sidetracked by alligators in vests. I'm going to take this opportunity to say, if you would like to go and vote for the charity we're going to raise money for on our charity stream, which is 2 weeks today, for Game Night's 5th birthday, I will be counting those votes at the end of... Hud, thank you very much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Alligator in a Vest. Most grateful to you. And Alligator in a Vest, enjoy a month's ad-free viewing. And the emoji. Yeah, if you want to go and vote, do it before the end of this stream. I'm going to mention it again before the end because I really want you to have your say. If you've got a vested interest, there are 4 charities that have been nominated so far. You can still nominate a charity if you like, and I'm going to keep plugging it to people here. Even if you think you've already voted, go back and check because new ones might have appeared, and if there's anything you're happy to support, it's pretty close at the top between 2 of them at the moment, so your vote could make a difference if there's a charity you are really passionate about supporting. Either go and nominate it or go and vote for one of the ones that's already there. So I made no apology for banging that drum. It is a really important thing. I think give you some agency in choosing which charity we raise money for. Go join the Discord. It's in charity stream. Please do that before the end of the stream because that is when I am going to go and count all the votes and pick our charity and announce it in the Discord. Right. I think we need to get on with the game. We need to get on with some quiz. Once again, we have Zeus to thank for this pack of red herrings. We have got 2 spaces left if anyone wants to join with the anytime entry. It's been proofed by Lewis and is a game of red herrings. Hope we're all going to have fun. Devices are the ready. Let's play round 1. Starting off with round 1, which is animal. In this round, you need to answer the 12 questions using the options available. 1 point for each correct answer and losing 1 point for each incorrect answer. Okie dokie. Here's a message from our sponsor, Kegler Coats.
I see a hype train. Thought I should add to it.
It's very kind of you. Thank you for the 100 bits there, Kegler Coach. Most grateful. So 1 point for right answers, minus 1 point for wrong answers. No penalty for abstentions. So if you really don't know and you don't want to guess, you don't have to play. But a wrong answer will knock a point off your score, but an abstention won't. Bonus questions may appear, which are worth 3 points if correct, but will cost you 3 points if incorrect. So bear that in mind when there is a bonus question. Unless you're really, really sure, you might want to think twice before guessing because the penalty is even higher. But of course, the reward is even higher as well. My voice is doing weird things. If you manage to get a perfect round and you answer all 12 questions correctly, I'll give you a bonus 2 points at the end of the round. As ever, answers are not going to be used more than once, and there are 4 red herrings in the grid. They will never be the correct answer, and you want to avoid those. So, the category is animal. Let's take a look at our options. Tonight, they are frog, hamster, mouse, dog, bee, cat, pig, turtle, bear, squirrel, snake, owl, rat, hedgehog, horse, and rabbit. Those are the options. And here are the instructions courtesy of Zeus. Match the fictional character from TV, film, books, and video games to their animal species. The initials of the media series they feature in is in parentheses, but it's also been initialized. So, for example, if it was name a game at game night, and or name a Royal Flush original, and it said red fish, GN, the GN in parentheses would stand for game night, and the answer you'd be after would be red herrings, or something like that. Hopefully that makes sense. Question, crocodile in a vest. Yeah, that would be good if that came up. Okay, so there's an extra clue in there in parentheses, an initialized media franchise that they appear in, but you just need to match the fictional character to the animal that they are. I am confused. You'll pick it up, JR, don't you worry. Can I get the gun? No, you'll pick it up. Right, good luck, have fun. It's question number 1. Lil Sebastian, PAR. I don't know if you got this one. I didn't know this one. Lil Sebastian is a horse. PAR standing for Parks and Recreation. Okay, on we go. On to the next one. Snowbell, SL. Snowbell. Franchise they're from is SL. The media they are from is SL. Snowbell is the cat in Stuart Little. SL Stuart Little. Right, here's your first bonus question. 3 if you're right, -3 if you're wrong. So let's take a look, see what it brings. Toto. TWOO. Most of us getting that. Toto is the dog from The Wizard of Oz. TWOO. 2 more points than a usual question. Very good, Lingo. Next question. Reapy Cheap. TCON. Reapy Cheap. TCON. I don't know if you got this one, a bit trickier there. That Reapy Cheap is a mouse from The Chronicles of Narnia. Well done if you got that one. Here's another. Twitch. LOL. Of that. There's a message from our sponsor, Jesus.
Toto blesses the rains down in Africa.
Yes, he does. Thank you for the 100 bits, G-Isons. Twitch is the rat from League of Legends. Very well done if you got that one. God. WGWAR. And we've got a sausage question. No one getting rabbit for that one from When God Was a Rabbit. Zeus has openly admitted that this is unhinged levels of difficulty. On to the next. Sandy Cheeks, SS. Oh, a lot of people getting that. Yeah, it's G. Eisens, but I think you, Huds, and various other call him Jesus. Or Jeezens, which sounds like Jesus. Sandy Cheeks is the squirrel from SpongeBob SquarePants. Here is another bonus question. +3 if you're right, -3 if you're wrong. Take a look. Barry B. Benson, BM. Barry B. Benson, BM. There are a lot of layered clues in this one. Barry B. Benson is a bee from Bee Movie. It was all the bees were giving that away. Well done if you got that. That is good content. On we go. Coily, Q. Coily Q. Quite as well known apparently, but should be reasonably work-outable is what I'm being told. Coily is the snake from Q-Bird. Q-Bird, very well done if you did get that one. On we go, here's another question. Charlie Witherspoon, BH. Charlie Witherspoon, BH. Couple getting this. Charlie Witherspoon is a frog from BoJack Horseman. And here's a third bonus for you. 3 points if you can find the correct answer here. -3 if you are wrong. Let's take a look. Amy Rose, STH. Hot 601 just had a hernia. Or a coronary, maybe. Not a hernia. I think he was the first player to answer that one. Again, Amy Rose is, of course, a hedgehog from Sonic the Hedgehog. Hedgehog, well done. On to another. Blathers, AC. Huds was not actually the first to get that Sonic one. Dainty Louise, then Lingo, then Ralph, then Huds managed to get it. Blathers is an owl. Blathers is an owl from Animal Crossing. Absolutely knowable if you've got any AC knowledge, apparently. The red herrings there, hamster, pig, turtle, and bear. And that is the end of round number 1. Obviously, I can't call out the red herrings as it's going, but I pieced together a lot of people getting Snowbell the cat wrong from Stuart Little. I'm wondering if anyone was confusing them with Snowball, who's the pig from Animal Farm, which is why you're going to use those letters. Very similar. And there was a red herring pig up there. A red pig. Red pigging. Red pigling. Pigling bland. Anyway, well done if you got some points out of that. Most of us are at least on 0 or higher. A couple of us in negative figures. Flyboy on -4, Conrad on -7. A bit of work to do to catch up. Who's got the lead? Ralph and R. Peter are leading with 15 points each. We've got Lingo, Rias and Tootle on 13. Walkin on 12. AB, me, CJ, Dane Till, Dev, they've all got 11. Apodo and Elizabeth and GoFish and Grams and Mark have got 10. Only the Silent, Will WC, they've all got 9. Fish and Fluffy B and Nando and Toucan have got 8. Kegler Cola, Matt Fiss, Red Hedge and Shapes have got 7. Stimps has 6. Pyro has 5. Colin has 3. Blobby Mantis, Stilga have 2. Opsy has 1. Huds and Proogs are breaking even on 0. Flyboy -4 and Conrad -7. Good. Well, not too bad there. I think Collie had to do with the pigs. Could have been. Well, there were some nice animals to warm us up. Let's see where we're going next. We've had animal. Now it's time for fruit and vegetable. And in this round, once again, answer the 12 questions using the options available. The faster you answer in this round. Oh yeah, that's the final round. Answer faster to earn more points. If you get me the correct answer within 5 seconds, you will get 3 points. Next 5 seconds, it's 2. The final 5 seconds, you just get the 1. We may get bonus questions again as ever, which are worth a flat rate of 5 points, so no timed element for the bonus questions. And I'll give you a bonus 3 points if you get a perfect round and answer all 12 correctly. If you get a question wrong at any point, you will be frozen out of the following questions. So not only will you not get points, but you'll be frozen out of the opportunity to answer the question after as well. So you can't lose any more points, but you can be frozen out. And bear in mind, you can be frozen out of a bonus, and you can be frozen out on a bonus, and you don't know exactly when those bonuses are going to turn up, if at all, because it's entirely possible that we won't get any. But yeah, be thinking carefully. If you haven't seen a bonus for a while, there's a chance that one might be coming up soon. Bonuses will never be first, last, or consecutive. But bear that in mind, because you don't want to get frozen out of the bonus question. Ben's a modern Major General. Am I? I am the very model of a modern Major General. I have information, vegetable, animal. Oh, I get it. Very good. Right, fruit and vegetable. That is the category. Let's take a look at our options. Pineapple, onion, broccoli, potato, cherry, tomato, pea, strawberry, carrot, cucumber, orange, grape, spinach, banana, pear, and mango. Those are your 60? I don't know why I said 16. 16 options for the 12 questions. Remember, 4 of them will be red herrings and will never be correct. And in this round, all you've got to do is identify the vegetable based on the given variety. And potentially fruits as well, because there's fruits in the category. I haven't proofed this pack, so I don't actually know. Will WC, welcome on into the street. That's your shopping list, is it? Good man. Good stuff. Sexy veggies. Absolutely. Right. So, fingers on your devices, gang. Good luck. Have fun. Here's question number 1. Starting with Burpless Tasty Green. You people not taking the risk. Burpless Tasty Green, that's a cucumber. Cucumber. Oh, bad luck if you attempted and were wrong. Here's your first bonus question. 5 points if you can get this one right. It's a good one to get. Let's take a look. Commis. I don't know if you got that. That's a pear, a commis pear. Very well done indeed. Let's take another one. Cabernet Sauvignon. I hope most of us get this one. That's a grape. Perhaps most famous, used in red wine. Indeed, Dev. One for the wine lovers, indeed. Rainier. Rainier. Trickier one there. Rainier is a cherry. Very well done if you managed to figure that one out. Another bonus for you. Battle to Mark, Elizabeth, Blobby, and Sugar, who are frozen out. Let's take a look at our 5-point question. Smooth Cayenne. Sounds like a Porsche. Well done, Dev. Well done, Kegler. And Rias. And no one else. A Smooth Cayenne is a pineapple. That's a pineapple. Who knew? And another. Russet. Russet is, of course, the humble potato. Very well done if you got that one. Most of us getting that. Couple frozen. Oh, just the one frozen out. Just shapes frozen out here. Here we go. Nance. Nance. No. Really? Don't believe you, shapes. The non-carrot. It's the carrot is what that one is. Couple of freeze out. Yeah, French, I guess. Fragaria Jewel. Fragaria Jewel. I have to say, this is what I didn't know. That's a strawberry. A strawberry. Strawberry. Jewel of the Nile. And another bonus question. Battle to Fish and Daintil, who are frozen out. Won't be able to answer this, but here's a question for 5 points. Bloomsdale Long-Standing. Might as well give it a go. You might be right. There's only a handful of options left. That's spinach. That what Popeye ate. Anyway, there's at least one more question. And a few of you frozen out. Gros Michel. Gros Michel. This is something else I've never heard of, but apparently a lot of you have. That's a banana. Gros Michel is a banana. Oh, is that a Balatro reference? Oh, that's why. Never mind. Valencia! You have to be gay. Valencia! Valencia is an orange. It's also a type of terrier, as we discovered in Risky Business the other day, not a spaniel. One more. Purple sprouting. I think I'd know that one. Can you find it on the grid, if you do know it? That's a broccoli. A purple sprouting broccoli. Gros Michel is also a character in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, is that right? Red herrings there, onion, tomato, pea, and mango. And that is the end of round number 2. Any bonuses? No bonuses there. But at the end of that round, we have got Rias in the lead with 43, Tux in second with 41, Sam is in third with 38, Walkin has 35, Kegler and Ralph have 32, Dev is on 31, Fish and Fluffy Bee and Cola have all got 27, Only The is on 26, Lingo has 25, Mark has 24, Shapes is on 23, Go Fish is on 22, Apodo and Elizabeth are on 21, Daintil is on 20, Red Hedge and Will WC are on 18, CJ and Nando and Pyro and Toucan have got 17, HUD60 has got 16, Matt Fiss has got 15, AB, Me, Blobby and Colin are on 14, Stimps has 12, Flyboy and Prug and Silent have 11, Grams has 10, Still Gah has 9, Mantis has 5, Conrad has 2, Opsy has 1, everyone back into positive figures, which is lovely to see. Gros Michel is my drag name. Yes, then I die. What? Welcome on in, 8 Minky. Nice to have you with us. Now, we have got the small matter of round 3 to look at. Let's go there now. We've had animal, we've had vegetable, and now it's time for some minerals. Answer the 9 questions using the options available. Earn more points for each consecutive correct answer. So the first one's worth 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then so on. Get it wrong, you break your streak. You have to start building up from 1. So you get 1, and then 2, and then get it wrong. The next one you get right will be worth 1 again. If you abstain, it preserves your streak. So you can go 1, and then 2, and then 3. And then if you abstain on question 4, come back in on question 5 and get it right. That is worth 4 points again. So you continue building up from where you got to if you abstain. You'll go purple if you're on a streak and blue if you're not. No bonus questions this round, but I will give you 5 points if you can get a perfect round and answer all 9 questions correctly. As ever, answers are not used more than once, and there are 3 red herrings on the grid, which will never be correct. So, let's take a look at our options, which are nickel, aluminium, zinc, mercury, gold, tungsten, tin, barium, silver, iron, titanium, and copper. All you need to do is identify the main mineral obtained from the given ore. The main mineral obtained from the given ore. So we're going to show you a mineral, and you have to figure out where that comes, which is the ore from which that mineral is drawn. Okay? Main being by percentage of matter, as Lewis is clarifying for anybody who wanted to be quite as pedantic about what we meant by main. So it's fun to verify, thanks Zeus, says Lewis. Well, let's find out if you can verify your way to matching your minerals with your ores. Good luck, have fun. Here's question number 1. Starting with cassiterite, or cassiterite. Might as well give this one a go. No penalty for wrong answers, and you might be right. If you're not on a streak, then you might as well try it. That's tin. That has been noted down in the notes as hard for that one, so don't feel bad if you didn't get that. Let's have another one. Wolframite. Wolframite. Couple getting this one wrong. Most of us getting the correct answer, which is tungsten. It says here you can also get something else out of wolframite, but wolfram is obviously most associated with tungsten. Purple if you're on a streak. Here's the next one. Magnetite. Magnetite. I don't know if you got that one. That one's iron, which is, that's the thing you can also get iron out of wolframite. But Yes, iron is magnetite in this case. Brookite is the next one. Brookite. Coming tonight. Maybe you don't have to play. Purple if you're on a streak. Trickier one there. Brookite is titanium. Found in veins of gneiss and schist. Whatever that means. Sphalerite. Welcome on in, Ape. Just in time for the final. We're in for one more. Be nice to have a full lobby. Sphalerite is zinc. Zinc. I don't know if you got that one. Time for another one. Cinnabar. Famed for its island, of course. At least it's Pokemon, anyway. Cinnabar is mercury. Not cinnamon. No, that's something different. That's a spice. To another. Malachite. Malachite. Malachite is copper. Copper, very well done if you got that one. And here's another. Bauxite, or bowite, possibly. Bauxite, thank you, Lewis. Bauxite is aluminium, or aluminum if you're American and wrong. One more for you, I think. No, don't feel bad, Hudson, either do I. Argentite. This is distinctly not my area this round. You got a point, well done, Ape. Very nice. Yes, and do not put cinnabar in your mouth. Argentite is silver, obviously the derivation Ag from the chemical symbol. And the red herrings there, nickel, gold, and barium. Very well done. If you got some points out of that round, that is the end of round 3. Any bonuses? Rias and Conrad having a perfect round, getting 9 out of 9 and getting themselves 5 bonus points. Very well done. Everyone's a long way from the top. They are a little bit late. Welcome to the game. Topper, nice to have you here. And you have filled the lobby. There are now 40 players. I don't think I've ever seen this in Red Herrings before. So a lovely thing to have. Welcome on in. And going into the final round, Rias has quite a commanding lead of 93 at the moment. Walkins in second with 63. R. Peter is in third with 59. Toot has 55. Kegler has 53. Conrad has 52. Fluffy B has 48. Ralph has 47. Cola has 43. Dev has 41. Flyboy and Mark both on 39. Pyro on 38. Odie the and Red Hedge on 33. Lingo has 32. Apodo 31. Fish is on 30. Elizabeth on 28. Blobby on 27. Sheeks has 25. Daintil had Toucaner on 24. Go Fish and Nando and Stimps on 23. AB, me, CJ, Bink, Will WC are all on 20. Matt Fiss is on 18. Hud 60 is on 17. Prug and Silent are on 16. Colin has 15. Stilgar has 12. Mantis has 11. Grams has 10. Ape Wrapped has 1. Opsy has 1. And Late has 0. Very well done to everyone who has got points, and to Topper as well, who's just arrived late and obviously doesn't have points, but well done to him anyway. And it's lovely to have you here, Topper. I hope you are keeping well, my dude. Here for the win. For a maximum of 50 points available in the final, so it might be a slightly tall order. But anyway, let's HUD 60. That's what it says, because I put truncate on these text messages, apparently. HUD 60. Maybe that should be, maybe you should adopt that as your new name. HUD 60. It's like the 60th variant. Anyway, on we go. Final round. Footy! Lads, is the category of the final round. F off, says. Well, all you need to do in this game is find the 6 correct answers that fit the criteria. Yeah, this is a very it feels like a very un-Zeusy sort of round, but no longer here for the win. Lewis is saying it's actually not too hard. Lewis is our proofer and in residence on this pack. Submit a wrong answer and you'll be told how many you got right and you'll be frozen out for 5 seconds. You won't be told which ones were right, but you'll be told a number you got X out of 6. First to find all 6 wins 50 points. Subsequent correct submissions. My username in this game is Truncat. Very good. Very good. First to find all 6 gets 50 points. Subsequent correct submissions win 5 points fewer than the previous player. Answers will gradually be removed from the grid as gameplay progresses. You can't submit fewer than 6, or you shouldn't be able to anyway. Gameplay will continue until 10 players have found all 6 answers or 90 seconds have expired, whichever happens first. Hopefully that makes a certain level of sense to you. Deselect before you reselect. Cinnabar challenge. I like that. Deselect before you reselect. That is absolutely critical in this game. It should persist the ones that you selected after the lockout expires, that when you come back in, you should have the same 6 selected unless it has been removed as an answer. If it is removed as an answer, it will be deselected automatically on your device. Good luck, have fun. The category is footy, lads, lads, lads. And let's take a look at our options. London Stadium, the Den, American Express Stadium, the Hawthorns, Vitality Stadium, Bramall Lane, Portman Road, Carrow Road, Elland Road, Turf Moor, Kenilworth Road, Vicarage Road, Bet365 Stadium, Stadium of Light, Selhurst Park, Goodison Park. UK's best pub crawl. Any sports ball fans in here? I know a few of these. Not all of them, but I probably know about half of these. Dies in America, says Rob WC. Well, let's see what happens. There's quite a long description to this. Let's see how you do. Dyson doesn't watch sports. Well, you never know. You could get lucky is how this game works. Good luck. Have fun. Here is question. The only one of the final round. Good luck. Here's your question. 90 seconds on the clock. Here we go. I would like you to identify the 6 football stadiums that serve as the home ground for football teams in the 24-25 Premier League. Wrong answers are football stadiums, but do not serve as the home ground for teams in the 24-25 Premier League. Also, football sucks. Ralph is wasting no time, only worms, and has got all 6 correct very quickly. Elizabeth is right behind, getting all 6. Ralph likes football. I think is what we can draw from this. Nando's there, Cola's there, Fluffy is there. Stadium of Light has been removed. That is not a right answer. Remove Stadium of Light from your thought train. Ape Raptor has got there. Very well done. Rias is now there as well. Walking has got there too. A few more 5s coming in. It's not the Den. R. Peter Griffin is there and Apodo is there. And that is it. Time is up. And that is all we have time for. Very well done. You solved that jolly fast, I have to say. Let's take a little look at the correct answers and the incorrect answers. So the right answers, the Vitality. Well, let's go through them in order on the board there. London Stadium is West Ham. American Express Stadium is the Alligator Stadium, Brighton Hove Albion. Vitality Stadium is Bournemouth. Portman Road is Ipswich Town. Are they in the Premier League? Blimey. Selhurst Park is Crystal Palace, and Goodison Park is, of course, Everton. The Red Herrings up there, they're all in the EFL, which is below the Premier League. Now, which ones do I know? Elland Road is Leeds United. I know that. Goodison Park was Everton. Is it not anymore? It says it's good. It says it's Everton in my notes. Everton played their last Merseyside derby, Goodison this week. Oh, okay. Oh, it was correct at the time of writing, shall we say. It still is, apparently. Stadium of Light, is that Southampton or Sunderland? I know they're quite far apart, but I'm fairly sure it begins with an S. So I want to say Southampton, Stadium of Light. Someone who's a sports ball fan, tell me. Sunderland. No, I knew it began with an S. Stadium of Light. Yeah, Elland Road is Leeds. Vicarage Road, I'm sure I knew once. Anyway, that is the end of the puzzle. It's the end of the round and the end of the game. Let's have a final look at the scores. After that round, I've got a hair in my mouth. How exciting. The bronze medal, we've got and I tell you what, we've got a 3-way tie for the bronze medal here. 3 players with 78. Walk-in, Cola, and Fluffy Bunny all sharing a bronze medal with 78 apiece. Ralph takes the silver medal with 97, but a comfortable gold with 113. The Red Herring champion tonight is Rias. Well, that was certainly a very different final round. Compared to the rest of it, but I hope you all had fun with it as well. I have another hair. I have so many hairs that are just appearing and in my mouth. Well, jolly good. Well done, everybody. Thank you to Zeus for a lovely pack there, and of course to Lewis for proofing it. Gang, we're going to take a very quick break at this point. I'll play some adverts for you. I'm going to play that song that Dev wanted me to play. So, Dev, I don't think you're going to hear it unless you're subbed. I don't know if you're subbed. If you are subbed, I have got a few hairs on my head, you're right. If you're not a sub, Dev, you won't hear the song because I've got to play adverts to avoid pre-rolls. But if you are subbed, then you'll get to hear Power of Stellar Cat Groove, as suggested by Dev, who I dearly hope gets to hear it. Whatever, BB. Nice. Happy days. If you're not subbed or you don't use Twitch Turbo, whatever it's called these days, then you'll get some adverts, but we won't start the next game without you. Come back after the adverts. Here we go. There you go, Dev. JR is gifting you a sub. Thank you very much, JR, for the generosity and for allowing Dev to listen to Power of Stellar Cat Groove. You get it anyway now. Thanks for the generosity, JR. Welcome on in, Dev. For the next month, enjoy the emotes and ad-free viewing. I'll do continuity when I'm back, and then after that, we will be playing Spotlight, as written by various members of the community. Should be a lot of fun. I do hope you'll stick around for it. Thank you for filling the lobby. Lovely to have 40 players in Red Herrings. Thank you again to Zeus for the pack. Congratulations to Rias, our Red Herrings champion, and I'll see you after the break. I'll try that again when I'm on the right page of the stream deck so I can actually do it quickly. I'll see you after the break. Also, that mesh definitely jumps up ever so slightly when I jump from one to the other. I should probably fix that.
bella, ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi son svegliato e ho trovato l'invasore. Oh partigiano, portami via. Oh bella ciao, 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 ciao. Oh partigiano, portami via, che mi sento di morir. Partigiano, portami via. Oh bella ciao, 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 ciao. Oh partigiano, portami via, che mi sento di morire. Ciao. Ciao bella, ciao bella. Oh bella ciao, ciao bella. Oh bella ciao, ciao bella. Oh bella ciao, ciao bella.
Bella ciao, ciao, ciao. This is a great song. Something Italian. And welcome to Matt the Ref, and to sue you and not a cat. Welcome, a bella ciao. I'm gonna stop now. Great song though. Anyway, how y'all doing? Hope you're keeping well. Managed to get yourself another drink. I probably should have said that. Go to stream mode 4K, load up the spotlight profile. And flag packs after use, allow unused packs, don't allow used packs, debug unused packs. No, I don't need to do that. Host may swap pack is a no. Right, zombie, but no, I don't think I know. Well, I probably could. If maybe I do know it. Name doesn't ring a bell. Now, Avita. Thanks, Topper. Appreciate that. Did I? I don't think I did. No, I don't think I did. I'd have recognised, I'd be able to, if I played it in the Music Quiz Live, I'd be able to hum it, and I definitely can't. Look up Zombie in Living. Zombie here. I mean, I know Zombie Nation. Well, anyway. It came up with the thank you a run. Been vindicated. Came up in Data Leak and I didn't know what it was. Sounds about right. Anyway, some things what I want to say in the continuity, like, in it. Bash wrapped up his season 15 yesterday. I hear very positive things. I was otherwise engaged, unfortunately, so I wasn't able to be there, but I hear positive things about Poker Face, and there were prize draws galore, and that is the end of season 15 from Ash the Bash, I believe. So he's not here next Wednesday. Bear that in mind. Wednesday, February the 19th. He's not going to be here, but he will be starting up with season 16 next Friday. That's the 21st of February with Equation Grid, Snap It Up, and Secret Fortune. So I think you should definitely go give him a follow if you want even more quiz action in your life. As Lewis has just mentioned, charity nominations and votes. Yes, I am aware, Lewis. Keep pointing that out. It has not escaped my notice, considering I can see myself there and there. But I appreciate you taking the time. It's because I'm running with the light off. That's my new thing. If I turn the lights back on, it'll stop. So yeah, I need to... it's snow in the studio, yeah. But I prefer it with the lights off, even if the green screen looks a bit crap. I need to figure out the exact balance to get it right in this light, essentially. So, I mean, I might get in one of those Elgato pull-down stream decks. I mean, there's a non-zero chance I'm going to be moving the office next door at some point, just swapping it with the bar room. But, yeah, so... Oh, now it appears to have stopped. If I just stay very still. No, it's still flickering a bit, but that's fine. We can deal with it. It's not a tiny, tiny window, and it's something I'll figure out. So anyway, thing is, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here, so I don't want to start mucking. I attempted just to paint the wall, just paint the entire wall green, but that seems like a job for someone with more DIY skills than I do. Anyway, give Bash a follow. I've said that, and also keen on swapping the office for the bar. Yeah, quite. No, I've got a bar room / wardrobe. It's a big sort of room length curtain dividing it at the moment. The wardrobe behind the curtain, but yeah, a cozy little bar area. I checked on the floor plan the other day. This room is actually the feng shui is all wrong because this room is very long but quite narrow. It's 1.9 meters wide and it's exactly the same width as that one. And ideally, I would be facing that way, but it sort of goes. I'll try to show you if I show you the room from an aerial view, it goes wall and then little alcove and then window and then down like that. So it's sort of a sort of slightly strange L shape, and the desk doesn't quite fit into this bit. But were this little bit here, not here, then it would fit up against the window. So and I haven't got that little bit in the room next door, so it might be it goes all the way to the back, and then but then I don't have a wall behind me, and I've got to think about how to do the green screen. I have to get a pull down one, and anyway. But yeah, so at the moment the green screen is actually there. It's not very far behind me at all. In fact, can I just kill the green screen briefly? For anyone who is remotely interested, the green screen is there. So it's not very, very far behind me at all. I know the scale's all falling from your eyes now as I take the green screen off, but yeah. So I don't have much space behind me, but I've got a lot of width, which is really weird. So it just feels. I know I'm ruining the immersion. I'm sorry. Anyway, I was doing continuity. I'm having a nice chat and everyone's friends, but I was going to do some continuity. Follow Bash. Yes, as Lewis has just mentioned, at the end of this stream, I'm going to go through the charity stream page and count all the votes for the charities. If there's any more nominations to come in, you can get them in. You've got about an hour and people will still go and vote for them. I'm going to mention them again before the end of the stream, but please do go and vote if you have even the vaguest interest in having some decision over which charity we raise money for. There's 4 in there at the moment. We've got Special Effect, we've got Fetch a Dog, we've got Stonewall, and we've got Blue Cross have all been nominated as charities. The one that gets the most, so you can vote for more than one if you like. I voted for all of them because I am happy to support any charity, especially if it's a charity the community are happy to get behind. So please do go and have your say on that. You've got until the end of the stream, after which I will be counting the votes or looking at the check marks, and the one with the most will be the one we'll be raising money for in 2 weeks' time at Game Night's 5th birthday party, which is coming up very soon. I should probably give you some more information about that, but before all that, next Thursday, if you're here for the weekday stream, we've got Cryptex to open up by Ape Minky. We've got Hacker, as written by Lupine, and we've got Data Leak by Sam. That should be a nice fun stream on the Thursday. Next Saturday, if you're just here for the weekend, we've got Battlefront by JR. We've got Moneybox by Clive, and we've got The Abyss by Arun. So that's next Saturday, which is the last Saturday before the charity stream. Following Thursday is the sort of the pseudo finale. The finale is actually the charity stream, but we'll probably do the penny prize draw on that Thursday. Oh, excuse me, that Thursday. So it's Thursday week, the 27th of February. Plinko by Fluffy, Distinction by Oni, Danger Zone by Lewis. Then the charity stream, just to give you an idea of what we've got coming up for that, because I haven't announced it publicly anywhere, but just to give you an idea of what the expectation is, I'm planning on going live about 10 a.m, so quite an early start to the stream. And then mass multiplayer. There's some guest games, which I'm going to leave as a bit of a surprise for now until I do the announcement. But the mass multiplayer games over the course of the day, we've got Danger Zone, we've got Red Herrings, we've got The Purge, we've got Risky Business, we've got The Abyss, The Escape Artist, and Distinction will all be being played, as well as a variety of guest games over the course of the day. The goal is to finish by about midnight. And I know I've said that in the past and ended up finishing at 4 a.m. I can't do that for this one because I've got a very busy week the week after, and I've got to get up for church the next day. I haven't booked the Sunday off church, so that's the goal. But yeah, 10 a.m. start for Plinko is the game that's going to be opening. There will be breaks baked into the day as well. So, but please mark your calendars. Saturday the 1st of March. It's going to be a wonderful day, and hopefully we'll raise some really lovely money for charity, and we'll all have fun doing quiz and celebrating Game Night's 5th birthday. I've got a variety of guests coming to join me over the course of the day, and I'm sure you'll join me in making them feel very welcome. So that is Saturday the 1st of March. Please do come along for that. That's about it. Yeah, go vote for a charity and mark your diaries 1st of March. Now, that is everything I've got to say for now. So I'll read that later. So I was looking in the Hackbox server. There's things coming in. I thought, oh, there's a question there. Do I need to go and look at that? I'll look at it in a bit. So it's time for Spotlight. I think I've got 29 packs in here, which is great from, I think, 14 different authors. So let's see whose questions are going to come up in this game this evening. Once again, you will need the Universal Controller to play this multi-choice niche quizzing. So there may not be exactly your area coming up, but hopefully you'll find something to scratch your particular trivia itch. Let's get into it then. It's Spotlight. Welcome to the second part of this evening's game night, where it's time for Spotlight. JDFT is the room code that you will need to come and join us if you would like to play. Now, I know there's at least one of my packs in here. I think there's only one. I've written 3 for the new version of Spotlight. I think 2 of them have been seen. So, yeah, let's see what comes about with this. Quite a few of you in already, which is very gratifying. I always find Spotlight's a bit more sedate and relaxed and steady than the madness of Red Herrings, which is a bit frenetic. Hot seat for quite some time. Yeah, well, there's a new style of hot seat now. It's a slightly different way of doing the end game now. So the battle is to get to 12 questions, right? That's the most you can get in the Spotlight. And actually, the last few times we've played, we have seen players do rather well. I think we've seen a couple of players go all the way to 12 in the last couple of games, after which you are forcibly ejected from the Spotlight. But in the event that you are out of the Spotlight earlier, then it will be the player who gets the most out of their time in the Spotlight. We'll see 10 categories in total, with 3 questions each, one easy, one medium, one hard, not necessarily in that order, for a total of 30, and then 10 more questions in the final one from each of the categories that we have seen. And if the hot seat player gets 2 out of any 3 wrong, they will be ejected from the Spotlight. Simple as that. It's all multiple choice. Oh, excuse me. We had a little hiccup moment, but all is well. Now, how many have I got? I'm going to have to do a count because I don't debug this like a fool. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31. 31. Okay, yeah. 32. I just need to send a very quick message. How dare we know he's typing anything? You can touch. Yeah, can not everyone touch type? I just assumed everyone could in 2025. I suppose not, actually, because sort of the way that things have gone is that we've moved to typing with our thumbs. Oh, you can. Good. But yeah, touch typing, I'm generally quite good. I'll tell you when I'm not good at touch typing, when it goes out the window, right? If I'm on with like someone from work, and if I'm rubber ducking a problem, and someone's either team viewed in or I'm on I'm sharing my screen through Slack or whatever, and then they're like, try typing that, and as soon as someone is like dictating what I should write, I suddenly lose the ability to touch type and make so many errors. Otherwise it tends, because it's like the pressure of someone watching what I'm typing. Stop proving like hey, not fan fics. Never Abe. Rubber ducking is to a rubber duck basically talking your code out loud. To be honest, I hadn't heard that expression until about 2 months ago. But yeah, sometimes the very act of just talking through, you think, I've got a problem, I'm trying to do this, and then you talk through your code. I normally do it with my line manager or with a colleague at work. I talk it through, and they don't say a word, and then suddenly the solution presents, and I realize, oh yeah, that's what I need to do. Thanks for your help. And they haven't said one word. That's a sort of perfect example of rubber ducking. Yeah, and I do that. Not as much as I used to, but I still do it from time to time. It's you're king of rubber ducking at work. Well, are you the ducker or the ducky? You have to be very careful with saying that. Are you the one doing the thinking out loud, or are people thinking out loud onto you? You're the duck. Quack quack. It's always a good place to be. Rubber ducky, indeed. Oh, very good. That's a dumb as a pun there. Go ducking, let's do it another time. Indeed. Yes, this discussion is getting foul. I think we should get on with the game. There's quite a few of you in here, so let's see what happens as we lock the lobby. Anytime entry is available, there is a room code down there at the bottom right hand corner, and of course the QR code to get yourself to the universal controller. Although I discovered recently you need white around the border, so if you can't scan that code, apologies, it's something I should probably look at. Anyway, let's start off, as we always do with this game, by putting a player into the spotlight. Stilgar! Press the button to let us know you are here. Welcome. That's to the players to give a clear view of the screen. Isn't it just? Right, Stilgar is in the spotlight. This is Stilgar. They're an avatar from somewhere on the internet. This is how I'd introduce them if I was playing live. Stilgar, I hope you're ready to play. The first thing you got to do is pick a category. Remember, as you first appear at the spotlight, you have got the option of getting rid of one of the categories. You can swap it out. If you don't like any of them, you can swap once and only once for your entire duration in the spotlight. You don't have to swap if you don't want to, but if you really don't like anything that's on the board, you can swap one of them out and we'll give you a replacement category. So, Stilgar, please select a category. And your options tonight, your starting 4 options are Kinky Boots by Colin S.O. The Works of Tony Slattery by Topper One Gaming. Humorously titled Place Names by Oni91_573. And The Cthulhu Mythos by Ardenfets. If you don't like any of them, you can swap. Otherwise, please pick one of those categories now. We're going for the Cthulhu Mythos by Ardenfets. Ardenfets, who is just above you in the wings, as it turns out. They've got that slightly darker blue. Everyone's got a black border apart from Ardenfets, who's got that glowy blue border. That means that Ardenfets is the author. They will get 3 points automatically, and 100 pennies have been credited to their penny bank. But Ardenfets, you will not be able to answer these questions, and that applies to anyone else who is picked as an author over the course of this game. Starting with the Cthulhu Mythos. Stilgar, you are in the spotlight. Here's our first question. Which author is the progenitor of the Cthulhu mythos, deriving its name from his work The Call of Cthulhu, published 1928? Is it Arthur C. Clarke, Edgar Allan Poe, or H.P. Lovecraft? 10 seconds. Time. The correct answer. Solid start. H.P. Lovecraft is the answer. I have no further notes, other than something that I do happen to know, is that, again, one of these people from history, just generally not a very nice person, had some very questionable, suspect, and not particularly pleasant views, which I won't regale you with now because it's supposed to be a nice stream. We're all here for escapism. But yes, H.P. Lovecraft is the answer. Oh, thank you, Stilgar, for saving me the need to do that. Yes, they're a horrific anti-Semite. Much like Dewey of the Decimal System, not much nice to say about them, but Cthulhu Mythos is quite good. Next question. Which fictional Massachusetts town provides the setting for many of the Mythos' stories and shares its name with a high-security asylum in the DC universe? Is it Dunwich, Innsmouth, or Arkham? 10 seconds. I suspect it might actually be pronounced Innsmouth and Dunwich, I suspect, but either way it doesn't really matter because they're both wrong answers. It is Arkham, as in Arkham Arkham City, Arkham Knight, Arkham Asylum from the Batman universe, and also fictional Massachusetts town in the Cthulhu mythos. Most of us getting that right, including Stilgar. You're guaranteed to pick the next category. Let's see if we can go 3 for 3 in Cthulhu. Here we go. What sensation out of space arrived by meteorites and consumed and mutated a family farm in a 1927 short story? Colour, sound, or scent? 10 seconds. And welcome to the game, Mr. Vertigo. Hope you're keeping well. I'm not sure if you got the payload for this question, so oh, apparently you did. That's good. And that's time. The correct answer? Yes, The Colour Out of Space was the name of the book, of the short story, I believe. Colour is the correct answer. Just over half of us getting that, 51.52%, including Stilgar, who goes 3 for 3 on Cthulhu. Great start for you there, Stilgar. You've survived your first set of questions in the spotlight and you got 3 for 3. Let's clear that board and let's have another category. 3 that you didn't pick last time, still there. Kinky Boots, the works of Tony Slattery, humorously titled place names, and one new one. The World is Square Soft by Dragon. You have got a swap available if you don't like any of them and would like to get rid of one. We're going for The World is Square Soft by Dragon 7398. I don't see Dragon in the game tonight, but they will get 100 pennies. There might be an edge case I need to look at. What if the author is selected and then joins the game midway through? I don't know if that counts. I don't know if I've tested for that edge case. I might have handled it. We'll find out if Dragon joins halfway through this next set of questions. Let's start with this one on The World is Square Soft. Which of these is a mascot of Square's Final Fantasy series? Chocobo, Slime, or Monokuma? 10 seconds. And that's time. Seeing as our score today. Well, yeah, I'm not surprised you know this one is. For reasons that I won't divulge, I happen to know this, because I may have looked it up the other day for something, which will remain anonymous for now. The correct answer is Chocobo. Chocobo. And I've just been told to say Que. Slime is from Dragon Quest. Monokuma is from Danganronpa. But Chocobo, Que, from the Final Fantasy series. No problem there for Stilgar, nor for the majority of players in the wings, 81%. On we go. Question number 2 on The World is Squaresoft. Which of these Square games is an action RPG? Saga Frontier, Front Mission, or Final Fantasy Adventure? 10 seconds. Time. Correct answer. Final Fantasy Adventure. Final Fantasy Adventure was the first in the Seikan Densetsu series. Its sequel for the Super Famicom is Secret of Mana. Saga Frontier is a turn-based RPG. Front Mission is a tactical RPG. Final Fantasy Adventure is a Game Boy action RPG. Slightly trickier question there. Just 33.33%. 11 out of 33 getting that one right, but Stilgar was amongst them. Stilgar, you're going to get to pick category number 3 for definite. Let's see if we can make it a perfect board in The World is Squaresoft. Here's your third question. Which of these was Square's first original Famicom game? Rad Racer, 3D World Runner, or King's Knight? 10 seconds. And that is time up. And the correct answer was King's Knight. Still got that's your first foot wrong, though only 7 players managed to get the correct answer there. 21.21%, 7 out of 33. Yeah, King's Knight. Fexter, which is similarly an answer that was other people might have thought was that was 1985 JP only Square Famicom game, was developed by Game Arts, not Squaresoft. But yeah, Rad Racer was 1987, 3D World Runner was 1987, King's Knight was 1986. Just in case anyone was thinking Fexter was the first one, it was developed by Game Arts, not Squaresoft, which is why it wasn't one of the options there. So not bad, still got 5 out of 6. The pressure is on. You must get the next 2 questions correct if you want to stay in the spotlight. But for now, you do get to pick the next category. You have still got a swap available. Let's go back to the category board. Kinky Boots, the works of Tony Slattery, humorously titled place names. They all came up in the first pass. We've had the 4th category both times. Here is your new category, if you would like it. Shaman by the Lupine One. Swap available. We're getting rid of Tony Slattery, and it's been replaced by Russian Mountains by Clive of Legend. No swap available. Please pick a category. We're going for humorously titled place names. Rip Tony Slattery again. Yeah, indeed. Oni, who is on your left, is curious. So you've had two authors, one who's been above you and one who's been on your left. So Oni, you've gone blue. You will not be able to answer these questions, but we'll give you 3 free points and 100 pennies into your bank. This is a brand new pack. Only went in this afternoon. Humorously titled place names by Oni91_573. Pressure on Stilgar to get the first 2 of them right. Let's see how they do. Here's the first question. Which of these is a city in Turkey populated with nearly 500,000 people? Is it Spider-Man, Superman, or Batman? 10 seconds. And that's time. The correct answer, I think most of us knowing this, Batman is the name of a city in Turkey. 26 out of 33 getting that one right. You were right, still right. You take the pressure off. You must still get a little bit, but you still got to get this next question right if you want to stay in the spotlight. Let's take a look and see what other humorously titled place names we can come up with. Barcelona's airport can be found in which region? Is it El Moron, El Div, or El Prat? 10 seconds. El Numpty. El Moron, El Div, or El Prat. Barcelona's airport can be found. Oh, Stilgar! Disaster! It's El Prat. Unfortunately, Stilgar going for El Moron. I'm afraid not. That's Spanish for the Prat. Yes, it is indeed. That's very good. Not the right answer there, Stilgar, but you've given it a good go. I have to say 5 out of 6 on the first 6. In fact, 6 out of 7 on the first 7, but then unfortunately just tripping at that hurdle there. Let's take this opportunity to look in with the scores. We've got a couple of 7s dotted around. There's only been 7 questions so far, so very well done if you got the max. Looks like Shapes and Fets, although Fets of course had the 3 free points from their pack being selected. Is that Mantissa, I think, up in the top? Silver Electron over on the right hand side. So quite a few 7s dotted around. For now, still got it's a good hustle and it's a good score set at 6. Let's see if anyone can beat that. For now, though, you have been ejected from the spotlight. Mr. Vertigo, welcome to the stream formally. 6, so halfway to the maximum. That is the target as set by Stilgar. Let's see if anyone can beat it. We've got one more question on humorously titled place names by Oni to come, but for now, who's going to be facing it? Let's find out as we put another player into the spotlight. Will WC, press the button on your device to confirm that you are still here. Welcome, welcome. New member of the community, lovely to have you with us, and your first opportunity in Spotlight. Hopefully you've got a hang of the game so far. Basically get the questions right. If you get any 2 out of 3 incorrect, you will be eliminated. The target you're chasing is 6. If you tie with it, then it counts back on who's got the higher overall score. But if you want to place in the final, you've got to try and beat 6. One more question on humorously titled place names. So let's take a look at this. The world has 18 breasts. How many of them are outside of Europe? None, 1, or 2? 10 seconds. How many you get right? Not a cat, which is why, because oh God, who was just there? It's gone from my head. Not Fett. Stilgar. Stilgar faced 8 questions, but only got 6 of them right. Yeah, sorry, Stilgar's name just went out of my head for a minute. Yes, I got there eventually, Stilgar. Yeah, so it's how many they got right. So 6 is the number of pips that are set down there. The world has 18 breasts. How many of them are outside of Europe? None, 1, or 2. There are none outside of Europe. Will WC getting that right, along with 42% of the overall game. They're in Macedonia, Bulgaria, Serbia, Croatia, France, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Slovenia, Germany, Czechia, and Belarus. There's got 3 in Macedonia and 2 in Bulgaria. I think there's 2 in France as well. There are no breasts outside of Europe. That's absolutely right. That gets a highlight straight away. Well done, Will. That's your first Spotlight point, and you now get the opportunity to select the next category. Let's take a look at the category board. You got Kinky Boots by Colin, Russian Mountains by Clive, Shaman by Lupine. You have got a swap available if you don't like any of them. You can swap once and only once, and your 4th category is Social Media by Proogs. So we're going for another brand new category that just came in this afternoon. Proogs over on the right has gone a shade of blue. Will get 3 free points and 100 pennies credited to their bank, and but won't be able to answer these questions. Let's take a look at 3 questions on Social Media by Proogs, starting with this one. The film The Social Network starred Jesse Eisenberg as which social media site founder? Larry Page, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg. 10 seconds. Time. Correct answer. Almost a perfect sea of red there. Matt, unfortunately, going for the wrong answer, and Proogs, of course, in blue. Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg, yeah, about Facebook. I happen to think it's one of the best films of the last 25 years. Others may disagree with me, but I think it's a marvellous piece of work. Script by Aaron Sorkin and directed by David Fincher, Jesse Eisenberg, Andrew Garfield, and Justin Timberlake. All star. Great film. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Mark Zuckerberg is the answer. No problem there for Will. Let's go on to our second social media question. Which of these social media sites launched the earliest? MySpace, Bebo, or Facebook? 10 seconds. And that's time. Correct answer. It was MySpace, and I checked this when I proofed these earlier on. It wasn't indeed MySpace. I genuinely thought it was Bebo, but no. MySpace was 2003. Facebook was 2004. Bebo was actually founded latest 2005. I didn't get a Facebook account until my first year of university, which would have been end of December 2006, January 2007, that sort of time, and it was all the rage. I remember when 2018 rolled around and Facebook became old enough to have its own Facebook account. But yeah, MySpace was the answer. Tom off of MySpace. What's a Facebook? Oh, you would know. You're a young person, aren't you, Arun? But yeah, MySpace was the correct answer. No problem for Will, who's definitely going to get to pick the next category. Prey, welcome on into the game. Hope to have you with us, my dude. Hope you're keeping well. Presty, the world has 18 breasts, and there are no breasts outside of Europe. I've got a couple of breast-related raid messages, Islet. 3 so far for Will. Let's see if we can make it 4 with our third question on social media. Instantgram had what original name before development refocused on it as a photo sharing app? Bourbon, Daniels, or whiskey? 10 seconds. I like this question. And that's time. The correct answer? It was bourbon. That's a wrong answer for Will. Your first wrong answer. Don't worry, you've still got an opportunity to survive. But yeah, it started as bourbon, which was a mobile check-in app that changed direction after being too close in functionality to Foursquare, which I must say is something I've never heard of. Just 38% getting that right, 13 out of 34. But Will with 3 spotlight points, but that last one incorrect. You must get the next 2 correct, so pressure on a little bit to pick the right category here. But you do get to pick that category. Let's go back to the board. Kinky Boots, Russian Mountains, Shaman, and Ra-ta-ta-ta by JR Plays Games. Clive saying swap Russian Mountains. It's genuinely terrible. Well, you've got a swap available. We are not going for a swap though. We're going for Shaman by the Lupine One. Lupine, who is next to you. We've got the trend of picking authors who are next to us. Lupine, your border has gone blue, which means you won't be able to answer these questions, but we've given you 100 pennies and 3 free points. Let's take a look at our first question on Shaman. And pressure on Will to get these first 2 right. Let's take a look. Which of these is the title of a 1992 UK #1 for the Shaman? Rhythm is a Dancer, Ebenezer Good, or No Limit? 10 seconds. We'll support your neighbouring author, absolutely. And that is time. Correct answer? Ebenezer Good, but it's no good for you, Will WC. That was a good pun. You see what I did there? Yeah, Ebenezer Good was by the Shaman. Rhythm is a Dance was by Snap, and No Limit was by 2 Unlimited. 20 out of 34 getting that one right. 50, just shy of 59%. Naughty, very naughty. Definitely no subtext in the title, none whatsoever it turns out. Will, it's 3 in the spotlight. It's not bad for your first effort, not by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not going to be enough for the final, but I hope you had fun. Unfortunately for now though, you have been ejected from the spotlight. Target still 6 as set by Stilgar. Can anyone equal or best it? We'll find out as we put another player into the spotlight. Colin, you are in the spotlight. Press the button to let us know you are still here and that you want to play. Still want to fix that graphical bug where the author doesn't stay with the border colour when I reselect the player. Colin is coming into the spotlight. He's not necessarily going to get a pick of the category because you've got to face 2 questions on Shaman. Hopefully if you can get at least one of these right, then you will get to pick the next category. Let's see what happens as we go to the second question. Playing their home matches at The Shay, which non-league at the time of writing English football team are nicknamed the Shamen? FC Halifax Town, Hereford FC, or Hartlepool United FC? 10 seconds. A lot of right answers coming in very quickly on that question. The correct answer, Halifax Town. I don't think there's much danger of any of these teams becoming league. Or they're kind of league size. Non-league is not the same as Premiership, I suppose. But yeah, Halifax Town is the answer. Hereford FC play their home matches at Edgar Street. Hartlepool United play at Victoria Park. Second time we've seen football stadiums tonight. Colin, not the right answer. 53% of players getting that one right. Well, you know a lot about football, you do indeed. So pressure on Colin, you must get this question right if you want to stay in the spotlight. Let's take a look at it. Which of these facts about the mythical Pokemon Shaman is true? It is a Psychic-type Pokemon. It was first revealed in 2018. It has more than one form. 10 seconds. Are you up on your Pokemon knowledge, Colin? Doesn't feel like it's necessarily your wheelhouse of a question. You may have been a bit unfortunate there as picking up some leftover categories, but that is how the game works. Absolutely not. Yeah, you probably do. Yeah, it wasn't the right answer, unfortunately. It is more than one form is the correct answer. Can't go for Psychic type. I would probably have gone for that as well, but no, it's a Grass type in land form, grass and flying in sky form. Form spelled with an E, apparently. First revealed in 2018, also not true. It was first revealed in 2008. It's a Gen 4 Pokemon. I probably would have worked out it wasn't that one because I vaguely heard of it, which means it's not going to be any of the more recent generations. But yeah, it has more than one form. When the Gracidea flower is used in the daytime, Shaman shifts from land form to sky form. So there we go. We've all learned something new. Or certainly 55% of us have learned something new. 15 out of 34 were correct. 44%. But Colin, that's 2 wrong in the spotlight, I'm afraid. Bit of a rotten run of luck, unfortunately. But you don't get to pick a category. I'm afraid you've been ejected from the spotlight. Bye, easy bye. Well, 3 players have gone through the spotlight. Stilgar still has the lead. How many categories have we gotten through so far? Let me see if I can type something into the log and it will... So it has selected. We've had 5. Cthulhu Mythos, The World is Squaresoft, humorously titled Place Names, Social Media, and Shaman. So we are halfway through. Yes, we are indeed, halfway through. 5 categories have been selected, and we've got a fresh slate. So we're going to pick a player to pick our next category. Mr. Dev. Press the button to let us know you're still here. Welcome to the game. 6 is the target set by Stilgar. That is what you're chasing, but there is no category live at the moment, so time for you to pick one. If you really don't like any of them, you have got a swap available. You've got the options of Kinky Boots by Colin, Russian Mountains by Clive, Ratatata by JR Plays Games, and one new one for you. British Desserts by PL Jogging. Any of those take your fancy? Ratatata by JR Plays Games. Sort of next door but 2 neighbour for you. Diagonally down and left. JR has got the blue border, which means they won't be able to answer these questions, but will get 3 free points and 100 pennies credited to their bank. Dev, you selected Ratatata. Clean slate at the start of category number 6. Let's take a look at the first question. Sounds like another Pokemon, does a bit, doesn't it? Here's the first. Ra is the god of the sun in which pantheon? Egyptian, Greek, or Roman? 10 seconds. And that's time. Correct answer. Almost a full sea of green there. Egyptian god of the sun. I think Greek is Helios and Roman is... Now, who is the Roman god of the sun? That's a very good question, and I don't know. Apollo, thank you, Stilgar. Apollo, yeah. I think Helios is Greek, though. I know that. And Ra is Egyptian. Well done, Dev. Good start. There's one. Another question on... So that was Ra. I wonder where this is going to go. The northern rata, native to New Zealand, is a type of what? Fungus, tree, or sheep? 10 seconds. Time. Correct answer? It's a tree. Tricky there, Dev, not getting that one right, getting the deadly red border. 41% getting it in total, 14 out of 34. Dev currently on 1 spotlight point, but pressure on to get this last question of this category in order to pick the next one. It's a tree. The northern rata, this is lean and look at my notes. Metrosideros robusta is one of New Zealand's tallest flowering trees, and there's actually little diacritics over the A, which if I get rid of the rich tags and paste that directly into the chat, you can see what I'm referring to. Wrong answer, Dev. So pressure on here. We've had Ra, we've had Rata. Is the logic going to follow? Let's take a look at our third question. Youngster Joey has a Rattata that's in the top 1% of all Rattata in which game series? Pokemon, Monster Hunter, or Digimon? 10 seconds. Time. Correct answer? It is, of course, Pokemon. It was indeed another Pokemon question. Dev getting that one right, getting the green border, along with 76.5% of the rest of the lobby. Very well done. Nicely done, Dev. You got 2 out of 3 correct. So, onus is on you to pick our next category. Kinky Boots, Russian Mountains, British Desserts, and one new one. That's Magic by Proogs. And a swap is available. We're going for That's Magic by Proogs, who is your neighbour, another neighbouring author. Second pack from Proogs this evening, and another brand new one that just got ingested this afternoon. 3 questions on That's Magic. You must get the first one right, Dev, if you want to stay in the spotlight. You've got 2 spotlight points at the moment. Let's take a look at our first question on That's Magic. Paul Daniels married for the second time to which lovely magical assistant in 1988? Is it Rosemary Ford, Debbie McGee, or Jacqueline Skipworth? 10 seconds. Time. I think that she was described as the lovely Debbie McGee quite a lot. Unfortunately, that's not the one, Dev. That's 2 wrong out of 3. You're going to be ejected from the spotlight. Jacqueline Skipworth was his first wife. Dev actually going for the other one, Rosemary Ford. I don't know if Paul Daniels was ever married to. Neighbourly Writers Day. It is indeed. Would you marry her? Would I marry her? No, I'm already married. Well, that's a whole other thing. Let's not go there. Let's move on rapidly. Dev, you've been ejected from the spotlight. Goodbye. 6 is still the lead, as set by Stilgar. Can anyone best it? Can anyone even match it? We've got another couple of questions on That's Magic by Proogs. Let's put a player into the spotlight. Mr. Clive. Right. Clive, obviously you won't be able to pick your own category. That is something that I know I've handled. So if you get back, I don't even know if you can swap your own category. I guess we'll find out if you can get at least one of these 2 questions by Proogs correct. Let's take a look at the second question on That's Magic. Magician Dynamo has recently started performing under his given name. What is it? Pete Furman, Stephen Frayne, or Richard Young? 10 seconds. And that's time. Correct answer. Stephen Frayne, no problem there for Clive. Means you are going to get to pick the next category, even if you get this next one wrong, so that's good for you, Clive. Yeah, Richard Young, incidentally, he does a very good podcast, is what Proogs noted, and then I added a note to the notes when I proved it. He's also part of the double act Young and Strange, who are on one of the very, very first episodes of Penn and Teller Fool Us. And they didn't let on how the secret was done, but I figured it out, and I've since had it confirmed I was right. They did basically a transported man act, where one goes into a chest and then it swaps into the other one, and then the first one is at the back of the theatre. I was like, I know how they do that. But yeah, Young and Strange, they're quite funny, actually. But yeah, Richard Young is particularly witty, and apparently does a very good podcast. You can do what you're like, well, I could do, but No, I'm not. I'm not in the magic circle. I could do, but it would be professionally discourteous to reveal that. I feel. If you really want to know, Clive, what I suggest is post stream, go and look it up, Young and Strange on Penn and Teller Fool Us, and then come and tell me how you think they did it, and I'll confirm whether you're right or wrong. And if you're not right, I'll tell you how you did it. It's the right answer anyway, Clive. Very well done. Stephen Frayne is the answer. Let's have another question on That's Magic. I know you do. What was the stage name of the 70s and 80s conjurer and magic consultant who had the real name William Wallace? Richard Caddle, the Great Soprendo, or Ali Bongo? 10 seconds. I have to say, this is one I didn't know. I knew of the stage name of the correct answer, but I didn't know his real name. And I knew one of the wrong answers that it wasn't. The correct answer is Ali Bongo. He was president of the Magic Circle for a while as well. He worked a lot with Paul Daniels, amongst others. The Great Soprendo was the sobriquet of Geoffrey Durham. Geoffrey Durham. He did a torn and restored newspaper act, which was... and he wore silly wigs, and he says, was it Bish Bash Bosh or Piff Paff Poof or something like that? And he did the Great Soprendo act for a long time. Richard Caddle now he looks after / operates Sooty, the puppet Sooty, after succeeding Matthew Corbett. That's Richard Caddle. So Ali Bongo was the answer. Very well done if you got that. Not many of us, just 38%. Clive not among them. So pressure on you to get the first 2 right of the next category, Clive. You've only got 1 spotlight point so far, but the choice of the category is yours. Let's take a look and see what we've got. Now, I don't know if you can swap your own category. I'm fairly sure you can't pick it, but you've got Kinky Boots by Colin, you've got Russian Mountains by yourself, which you shouldn't be able to pick, British Desserts by Jogging. I'm just going to see if I'm going to win a bet with myself. Your 4th category is Songs of the Sea by Ardenfets. Pick or swap? I just lost a bet with myself. You've gone for British Desserts by Jogging. Jogging, who is your neighbour? How lovely! All of the neighbours tonight. I don't know what the odds of this are, but I think something like 6 out of 8 of them. Ben Lucebet Cross is green. Indeed so. Everybody needs good neighbours, they do indeed. Well, Jogging, you won't be able to answer these questions, but we'll credit you with 100 pennies and 3 free points. And Clive, pressure on to get the first 2 right. Here is your first question on British Desserts by PL Jogging. A roulade is a dessert that is more commonly known in the UK as what? Madeira cake, Swiss roll, or Belgian bun? 10 seconds. Spotlights when good neighbours become good friends. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Neighbours. What a great show. Correct answer. So Swiss roll, not proving any too much drama for many of us there. 85% getting it right, including Clive. So still pressure on to get this next one correct. But yeah, it's you roll it. My mum makes chocolate roulade, which is it's sort of like a very light chocolate sponge cake that's interlaid with cream and then rolled. It's amazing. It's really good. He tends to make one at Christmas. But yeah, roulade, chocolate roulade. You also get toffee and pecan or pecan roulades. And various, but yeah, functionally it's a Swiss roll. Another question on British desserts. Let's take a look. The Scottish dessert Cranachan was originally consumed toward the end of the harvest of which specific berry? Strawberry, blueberry, or raspberry? 10 seconds. Christ, diabetic. May have pronounced that wrong. Is it Cranachan? 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 Not sure. Scottish dessert Cranachan was originally consumed toward the end of the harvest of which specific berry? You don't get many strawberries. I'm not sure you get many blueberries in Scotland either. The correct answer is the raspberry. Yeah, it's a typical sort of Scottish fruit. The Cranachan. It involves a lot of raspberries. It's Velacha. Chan. Oh, it's the stress on the second half of it, is it, Matt? Thank you. Clive, bad luck on that one. That is 2 out of 3 incorrect. You can't stay in the spotlight. You got 2, but not enough to do the staying power. Thank you for playing, but you have been ejected from the spotlight. They say, hi the new. I heard that fruit didn't exist in Scotland. Is that right? Welcome on in, it's Ollie, and welcome in Vertex Shell as well. Sorry I missed you before. I'm concentrating on the game. I'm having a really good time hosting that. I hope you guys are enjoying playing as well. So 6 is still the target as set by Stilgar. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 categories. We've got one more question on this one and then 2 more categories to pick. There is still very much the opportunity to overtake Stilgar's 6. Let's see. And Prey, welcome on into the stream as well. Let's see who is coming into the spotlight for the... which player is this now? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we've got 5 players come through it. Let's see who's next. It's Ralph. Let us know you're still here, Ralph. There you are. Welcome, welcome. 6 is what you're chasing. 1 more question on British desserts and then 2 more categories. So you're going to have to get this one right and all 3 from both of the remaining categories to guarantee finishing ahead of Stilgar. If you get 6 of them, then it will be a tie, and I think it goes down to whoever's got the highest overall score. I think. I still haven't checked that bit of logic. I probably should. 1 more question from Jogging on British desserts. Let's take a look and see what it is. Which of these words used to describe a nonsensical turn of phrase or an empty compliment shares a name with a British pudding? Balderdash, flummery, claptrap. 10 seconds. And that's time. Correct answer? Solid start there, Lupine. Yeah, it's a flummery. It's a mix of jelly and evaporated milk, which sounds like it would be enjoyed by 4-year-olds. But it is the right answer. Very well done. Solid start. You've got a single point. Just 50%, exactly half of you. 17 getting that right, 17 getting it wrong. Although one of the ones getting it wrong was Jogging, who presumably did know but wasn't able to answer. Counts it as wrong on my stats for some reason. Right, Ralph, time to pick your own category. There's 2 more categories to go. Let's take a look at the board. Kinky Boots by Colin, Russian Mountains by Clive, Songs of the Sea by Ardenfett. Swap is available if you don't like any of them, and 1 more category. Not What It Seems by JR Plays Games. You may swap if you don't like any of them. We're going for Not What It Seems by JR. Second question pack from JR this evening, who's gone blue once again. Not quite, not keeping with the neighbourly theme there, but that's fine. May have been the closest of the available options. Another 100 pennies and another 3 points to you, JR, but you won't be able to answer these 3 questions. Pressure on, Lupine, if you want to place in the final. Let's take a look at the first question on Not What It Seems. How long did the 100 Years' War last? 100 years, 108 years, 116 years. 10 seconds. Time. One of those little trivia nuggets. I'm sure a lot of us probably know the correct answer is 116 years. Yeah, 55% getting it right. Did last 100 years. It lasted more than 100 years. We just can't even fathom that length of time. 116 years. I mean, when was it? Was it 17 something to 18 something? So I mean, that's what 4 or 5 generations in those days. It's a bit mad. But yeah, 116 years. Nice, good answer there from Ralph. That's 2 spotlight points. Let's see if we can get this one, which will guarantee you the option to pick the last category, question number 2. Oh, 1337. Oh, it's a lot longer ago. Probably more like 7 generations then. Let's take a look. Botanically, which of the following is a true statement? Gooseberries are berries. Coffee beans are beans. Peanuts are nuts. 10 seconds. That is time. The correct answer. Gooseberries are berries. Exactly 50% getting that one right. Ralph was not amongst them, so the pressure is now really on Ralph, who has got 20 compared to Stilgar, who's got 17. So if you can get all of the remaining questions right, Lupine, you have got more overall points than Stilgar, so you can match his 6, and I think you take advantage with the higher overall score. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's how the logic works. But you will need to get the remaining questions right, because that one is wrong. Yeah, berries are simple fruits with seeds and pulp produced from the ovary of a single flower. Grapes and bananas are other examples of berries. Raspberries are not berries, as they are formed from the merger of multiple ovaries of a single flower. Coffee beans, for its worth, which I think is what Ralph said, actually. Yes, Ralph went for coffee beans and beans. Beans are actually the seed of any plant in the legume family. Coffee beans are the pits of the fruit of the coffee tree, also known as coffee cherries. So they're not actually beans. Beans are the seed of any plant, whereas coffee beans are the pit of the coffee cherry. Peanuts are nuts. This is the one I was familiar with. Nuts are fruits whose ovary walls become hard at maturity, whereas peanuts are the edible seeds of the peanut fruit, which are legumes. So there we go, some high-octane botanical knowledge for you. Really good pub trivia to arm yourself with if you find yourself down the pub. I really like that question a lot. Which of these statements is true? It's a really nice question. Not for Ralph, though, who's got it wrong, so pressure is on. Pressure, you know what the pressure and the stakes are already, but let's see if we can get our third question right on Not What It Seems. Camel hair brushes are a type of soft paintbrush with bristles most commonly and traditionally made of what? Squirrel hair, rabbit hair, or beaver hair? 10 seconds. High octane botanical trivia, absolutely. That's a good raid message. Camel hair brushes. Type of soft paintbrush with bristles most commonly and traditionally made of whose beef? Behave, ape. The correct answer? It's not that one, Lupine. That was not the category for you. The answer is squirrel hair. They can also be made from goat, ox, or pony hair, but squirrel hair is the most common and traditionally used material. Crucially, though, they are never made from camel hair. Neither rabbit nor beaver. Should have swapped. The swap was available. Elected not to use it. Only 10 players getting that one right. 10 out of 34. So we now know who our finalist is going to be. It is going to be Stilwell because they can't be caught because there's only one category left. But just for the lulz, we will need someone to pick that last category and have a go in the spotlight. They're not going to get to be a finalist. And unfortunately, neither is Ralph, because Ralph, I'm afraid, you've been ejected from the spotlight. So we've gone through 9 categories, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 spotlight players. We're going to get through a 7th and possibly an 8th if this player doesn't have a good run with the first 2 questions. But they have got a very critical jump because they need to pick the 10th category, and the player to pick the 10th category is going to be Walking 14. Letting us know they're still here by pressing the button. Walking, we understand the situation. You're not going to be able to get to the final tonight because there are only 3 questions left and you need to hit at least 6. But you will get to pick the category, which is an equally important job, and you get to direct the flow of the action. So, for the final time, here's the category board. Kinky Boots by Colin, Russian Mountains by Clive, Songs of the Sea by Ardenfetch. You have got a swap if you don't like any of them. And the final category, unless you use a swap to be unveiled, is Bad Guys by me. Getting rid of Russian Mountains by Clive to be replaced with Star Wars by Stilgar. And that's what we're going for. Bad Guys will come back another time. Oh, I was really hoping to say that one tonight. I think the category is really good personally. But We'll maybe get to see it another time. Star Wars is what we're going for, and Stilgar, who is going to be our finalist, you know what the 10th question is going to be your question. So, it's Walking who is the final player in the spotlight before the final, or might not be. If they get the first 2 questions wrong, of course, we could get someone else in. But let's see how they get on with Star Wars by Stilgar. Here's your first. What is the common name of the Incom T-65 T-70 series starfighters? Are they A-Wing, TIE LN, or X-Wing? 10 seconds. The correct answer is, of course, the X-Wing. The A-Wing is the Kuat Systems Engineering RZ-1, and the TIE LN NFR Sinar Fleet Systems. I mean, this is really in-depth stuff. I'm a little bit of a Star Wars fan, certainly the original 3, and this is getting quite deep Star Wars knowledge. So I'm hoping that was the hard one of the 3, but we'll find out. One more question, right, Walking, and you do get to stay to the end of the spotlight. Let's take a look at the second. By order of release date, which movie character was the first to mention the Force? Obi-Wan Kenobi, Darth Vader, or Qui-Gon Jinn? 10 seconds. Is that the guy from Fight Club? Nerd Dodge. That's Tyler Durden we're thinking of, possibly Clive. The correct answer is Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's in Star Wars Episode 4 when he's talking to Luke. You must come with me to Alderaan if you are to learn the ways of the Force and become a Jedi like your father. Alderaan? I'm not going to Alderaan. Which, yeah, Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope, about 22 minutes in. Qui-Gon Jinn is probably the first chronologically to mention it, but that's in Star Wars Episode 1, which was a prequel, 1999 that came out, whereas the original was 1977. Darth Vader does mention it later on in A New Hope, and I don't have these in notes, I just happen to know this, that don't underestimate the power of the Force. The power of this battle station is insignificant next to the power of the Force, which is later on in the same film, but it's Obi-Wan who, now the Force, it binds us and penetrates us and binds the galaxy together. So I can't do a very good Alec Guinness, nor a good James Earl Jones for that matter. Imagine if poor Kegler. Still in therapy for not knowing this first or second rule of Fight Club. Obi-Wan Kenobi is the right answer. It's a wrong answer from Walking. You're still in the spotlight, so we're going to get this last question. One way or another, you're being ejected after this question, Walking. Let's take it. What carry on? No, probably not. Let's take a look at our last question of the main game. Here it is. What Legends title introduced the TIE Defender starfighter featured in the Rebels animated TV series? Dark Empire, comic. Heir to the Empire, novel. Or TIE Fighter, PC game? Can I explain this question? Star Wars Legends, subtitle. Which one of these introduced the TIE Defender starfighter, which is presumably a type of starfighter, which was featured in the animated TV series? 10 seconds. So you missed an opportunity to
Well, that's all right then.
for that one, Clive, I'm afraid. Legends, anything not approved by Disney, is what Stilgar is confirming here. Yeah, this is very niche Star Wars knowledge. I have to say, I haven't got a Scooby-Doo on this one. Refuse to cue a soundboard.
Well, that's all right then.
I'm just going to press it now. Whatever you say, Clive. It's going to keep silence for the rest of the stream, possibly. Refuse to cue a soundboard.
Oh, well, that's all right then.
I don't know if you actually said it again, but I thought I saw it coming. Anyway, correct answer is TIE Fighter. Not the right answer from Walking Academic, because it was going to be the last question of the main game. Yeah, Legends are all non-movie content prior to 2014, which was the Disney acquisition, including books, comics, and games. And it was Legends TIE Fighter that introduced the TIE Defender Starfighter. 11 players getting that one right. And walking. That is your journey in the spotlight over. That's 2 incorrect answers, and we have to eject you. So, pack limit has been reached. We have had 10 question packs, which means it is time for the final. I think it looks like we've had quite a few players come through tonight. 7 players. Spotlight because I leave the spotlight because I want to, not because you were forcibly ejected or because the game came to an end. We've had 7 players come through. Stilgar, Clive, Colin, Will, Lupine, Dev, and Walking. And only one of them managed to attain 6 points. It was our first player into the spotlight, and they are tonight going to be our spotlight finalist. Put your hands together for Stilgar. Press the button to let us know you're still here, Stilgar. Welcome back. Great run earlier on. 6 is pretty good going. What I'm going to take this opportunity to do is just check in with the penny leaderboard for this game, because this is a game where we have a leaderboard. And we discovered last week you get more pennies in the final. So at the end of it, there's gold, silver, and bronze for all the Wings players. For the number of questions you get right, you get a certain number of pennies. I think it's 25 maybe, or 20. But if you are the Spotlight finalist, in addition to the number of pennies for each correct answer, I think you get 50 pennies additionally for every question that you get right in the final, and you get a space on the leaderboard. So extra bonus pennies available, which is always very nice. And I can tell you that we still haven't got a 10 out of 10 in the Spotlight leaderboard. This is the 9th game of Spotlight 2.0. Itzotley holds the top spot with 9 in the final. Vertigo's managed to get 8. Nando and Sam both managed 7. Brig and JR managed 6. ABB managed 5. Cola managed 4. Are we going to see our first 10-pointer in the Spotlight final? Well, it's Stilgar. We know, we hope that they're going to get at least one right, because question 10 was written by them. And of course, just a reminder, if your packs have featured tonight, you are able to answer in the final, but you don't get a free point for them. It doesn't track the author quite so well in the final, so it won't freeze you out. So if you see your question and you can answer, do answer. It's sort of supposed to be a free point for you, but you still have to answer it yourself. So if you see your question, so JR, I know you've had a couple of your packs. Who else has had packs tonight? It's all been neighbours tonight, hasn't it? Oni had one of theirs. And yeah, so Pruse has had a couple as well. So make sure you do answer your own questions. Here we go, Stilgar. Time for some Spotlight knowledge, courtesy of a combination of players in the Game Night community. 10 questions, no eliminations. Let's see how many you can get. 50 pennies plus the regular penny bonus of... If I go to my gameplay manager, I'll actually be able to tell you. It's 10 pennies for every question you get, but I think you also get a bonus of 50 per correct answer in the final, Stilgar. So very best of luck. Here's your first. Cthulhu Mythos by Ardenfett, which title is a collection of short stories surrounding a play that induces madness in its readers at an otherworldly and ominous sign. The Curse of Yig, Someone in the Dark, or The King in Yellow. 10 seconds. And that's time. Correct answer. It's The King in Yellow. It's a good start for Stilgar and Ardenfetz as well, also getting it right. The King in Yellow. I have no more notes on that one, and it's not one I have to say I've come across, though it would have checked out when it was being proofed. Good start. Let's go on. Second question. On the World is Squaresoft by Dragon. In Chrono Trigger, when is the apocalypse? 1999, 2012, 2025. 10 seconds. Time. Look to see your answer there. I'm not sure I got one. Did I not get an answer from you? Oh no, I did. The correct answer, 1999. It stands to reason that you should do quite well here, Stilgar, because you did very well on these opening categories. But you're 2 for 2 so far, 38% of the overall game getting it right. Let's go on to the next. Humorously titled Place Names Bione, the capital of which US state changed its name to Pikachu for one day in 2018 to commemorate the release of the game Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Missouri, Tennessee, or Kansas? 10 seconds. Or Kansas, if you're going to pronounce it like Arkansas. And that's time. The correct answer? It was Kansas, because Topeka is the capital of Kansas. They literally changed it for a day to Pikachu in 2018. It allegedly also happened in 1998 to commemorate, I think it was the release of Pokemon Yellow. But they did the same thing there. Literally changed the name of the city for a day. Which makes me think they've got more money than they know what to do with down in Kansas. But there we go. So another right answer. Very well played, Stilgar. And I see Oni getting it right as well. Okay, 3 for 3. Let's see if we can keep this up, Stilgar. This is where you came unstuck before. This is where you got ejected from the spotlight in the main game. Let's see if you can get through it this time. Question number 4. Social media by Proogs. Which of these apps is not run or owned by Meta? Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram. 10 seconds. Oh, it makes me think a bit. Oh, babe. Are you able to nip that one out? Cheers. The arm appeared on camera. Briefly, for the briefest moment. Honestly, don't care, says Hotcat. Yeah, that's fair. I could press the third one.
Oh, well, that's all right then.
The correct answer is Pinterest. It's owned by somebody else that isn't Mark Zuckerberg. Show the owner of the... She doesn't want to come on camera. I'm going to respect that. Yeah, but she's brought me more Prosecco, which is very kind of her. Cheers. Most of us getting that, 88%, including Stilgar, 4 for 4. Good answer. Proog's getting it right as well, which is always nice to see. Greetings to the mysterious arm regardless. I will pass on your greetings, Arden Fez. For now, we're going to go on to question number 5. It's Shaman by Lupine. Chemin de Fer is a version of which card game popular at casinos? Poker, blackjack, or baccarat? 10 seconds. This would have been a successful response for me on this, because if in doubt, if it's a card game and you don't recognise the name, it's almost always baccarat, and in this case it is as well. Still going 5 for 5. I have no further details to give you on that, but yes, Chemin de Fer is a version of baccarat. Very well done to Stilgar. You're on track. 5 out of 5 so far. Let's see if we can keep this up. We're all rooting for you. We'd love to see a 10 out of 10 here. That'd be brilliant to see. And we know if you get a 9 out of 9, oh, imagine if you drop the last question that you wrote yourself. That would just be... Oh. Let's not go there. Let's get there first of all. We're good so far. Here's question 6. Ratatata. Ratatata, by JR Plays Games, is a song by Baby Metal and which heavy metal band? Bring Me the Horizon, Bloodywood, or Electric Callboy? 10 seconds. And that's time. The correct answer? Electric Callboy. Very well done there, Stilgar. 44% of the lobby getting that one right. Yeah, Baby Metal has collaborated with all 3 bands on different songs. They collaborated with Bring Me the Horizon on Kingslayer, with Bloodywood on Bake Off, spelled B-E-K-H-A-U-F, but apparently it's pronounced Bake Off, and with Electric Callboy on Ratatata. Was that a lucky guess? Hey, sometimes you've got to take them when it's a 1 in 3. You're still good for now, 6 out of 6. 3 more that you've got to get through, and then 1 memory test. Let's keep going. Question number 7. Back to Tchaikovsky's opera. Opposite. Absolutely, Conrad. Love it. Question 7. That's Magic by Pruse, which collaborated with Darren Brown, developed the Olivier-nominated play Ghost Stories with Jeremy Dyson. Is it Andy Nyman, Andrew O'Connor, or Martin Rowland? 10 seconds. I've seen this. Very good. And that's time. The correct answer. Oh! It's our first wrong answer, Stilgar. It's Andy Nyman. The pressure's too great. I don't know if it's possible to get 10 out of 10 in the final of this game when in the spotlight. It may not be possible. May not be mathematically possible. Andy Nyman is the correct answer. I've seen Ghost Stories. I think there was a film adaptation which starred Martin Freeman, which I've seen. I can't remember. I might have seen it live as well. I forget. Either way, yeah, Andy Nyman. He's worked with Darren Brown on a lot of stuff. He met him during the seance. I think he did a seance stunt where he met Andy Nyman, and he's worked on him for quite a few shows. I know he worked on Svengali and An Evening of Wonders and a few of his TV specials as well. Martin Rowland is just another magical consultant, but not one with Darren Brown. It's certainly mathematically possible, just not mathematically probable. Yeah. I remember there was an episode of The Weekenders where the kids would have won $10,000 if they made 3 free throws in a row, and they used to be saying like, okay, the odds are like 10 billion to 1 against of getting 3 free throws in a row when you've got 100,000 people watching. But yeah, yeah, 1 over 3 to the power of 10. I mean, if you're just playing randomly, but you know what I mean though, the pressure of the game. It's only 10 questions, but I mean, we've seen 15 out of 15 in Risky Business, but that's only 50-50, isn't it? Anyway, we can still equal the top of the leaderboard, Stilgar. We've got 3 questions to go. Let's take a look at the next one. Only, yeah. British desserts by jogging. If you're experiencing lichen planus or lichen planus, which dessert should you probably avoid to take your mind off of it? A gypsy tart, a cobbler, or a spotted dick? 10 seconds. This is a very birds of a feather style question, and I love it. The correct answer is a spotted dick. Lichen planus is a non-contagious skin condition that causes small bumps and lesions to appear on the surface of many areas of the skin, including the genitals. So you would want to avoid a spotted dick if you were suffering from lichen planus, because it would probably remind you of the lichen planus. It is a right answer from Stilgar and from 53% of active players. Very well done. 2 to go. One of which was written by you. Let's see if we can get this one. It's Not What It Seems by JR. Which of these Viking tropes is actually real? Drinking from the skulls of vanquished foes, horned helmets, or burial at sea? 10 seconds. And that's time. Correct answer. Burial at Sea, 61% getting this right, including Stilgar. Very well done. Yeah, the drinking from the skulls of vanquished foes. This is believed to be a corruption of the Skaldic phrase branches of skulls, referring to drinking horns rather than drinking from the skulls of your enemies. Horned helmets, which is a common misconception, which I think has been debunked many times. This would have been very impractical in battle, as it would have given the enemy something to hold on to. But burial at sea was very much a thing. Great warriors and members of the aristocracy were often laid to rest in their longships. Sometimes they were set on fire and sent to sea, presumably after they'd died, rather than just because they thought they were on the way out. I don't think the skulls of the vanquished foes are mead tight. Yes, indeed not. Although, funnily pressing Tywin Lannister, there is a scene in Game of Thrones where somebody drinks wine from the skull of somebody that they've killed, which is in quite a troubling scene for other reasons, actually, at the same time, north of the wall. Anyway, Buried at Sea is the right answer, and Stilgar is good. You've got 8 out of 9, and you've got one more question, which was written by you on the subject of Star Wars. I'm hoping you're going to get this one right, but let's find out. Final question of the night. What is the growling language spoken by Chewbacca and the other Wookiee people of the planet Kashyyyk? Is it Basic, Shriwook, or Ubis? 10 seconds. And that's time. And the correct answer, I think I pronounced it wrong. Shiriwook is the correct answer. Basic is the common language of the Star Wars universe. Most Wookiees and other aliens can understand it, but may not have the vocal apparatus that can reproduce it. And Ubis is the language spoken by Princess Leia when disguised as a bounty hunter to infiltrate Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi. Yato. Because he's holding a thermal detonator. Looks like a shiny Sheldon. Yes, I can't. That's the only line of Ubis I know. It's Yato. It's something like that. Stilgar will correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure. My Star Wars knowledge is not the best. But Shiriwook is the correct answer. And after 10 questions in the final, Stilgar, you have equaled the top of the leaderboard and you finished today on 9 out of 10 spotlight points. He was jogging. Yeah, Peter Mayhew played Chewbacca. Rest in peace. And yes, this is certainly saying welcome to the 9 Club. A great success for you there, Stilgar. A fantastic run of questions. Very, very well done. And a great play on the opening as well, getting 6. It was the high score of the night. And you've managed to finish off with 9 in the final. Just that Darren Brown undoing you, denying you the 10 out of 10. It could still happen. It may happen in a future episode. But for today, the day belongs to Stilgar. A great performance. Let's check out on with the scores in the lobby and see who's getting our golds and our silvers and our bronzes. It's Ralph and Shapes who tie for the gold with 31 points apiece. Kegler takes the silver in spite of his therapy for Fight Club. Manages to take the silver with 30 points. And it's J.I. Stilgar and Rias who tie for the bronze with 29 points each. Very well done indeed. 2 our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 medalists. And Stilgar getting a bronze medal to go with your 9 points on the leaderboard and your many, many pennies that you get. Times your score by 10, that's how many pennies you get, and Stilgar add on an extra 450, I think. I think it's an extra 50 per question in the final. So Stilgar should be getting 290 plus 450 as a finalist bonus, I think. I might be wrong, but it certainly you get some more. I'd have to go look at the code because I haven't got it written down anywhere other than there. But there you go. Those are your final scores. I hope you've had fun. You captured the stunt doubles. Good games all, and as ever, massive thanks to all of the question writers who have come through this evening with a great variety of questions. Really lovely mix of trivia in there, which is what this game is all about. I know Oni had some questions, and we had some Prue's questions, and some JR questions, and some Lupine questions, and I've probably missed someone else who's here as well. So apologies if I press the select type selected. Fetz, Dragon, Oni, Prugs, Lupine, JR, Prugs, Jogging, JR, and of course Stilgar at the end there, just to give all the writers their due credits, whose names will of course appear in the credits in just a moment. That is going to be the end of Spotlight for this evening. All that's left for me to do is a final continuity. A final reminder, go and vote for a charity in the Discord server. Go and do it now if you haven't done so already. That's I insist that you go and do it now. Avoid a spotted dick. Please do, because that is going to be the charity. And once the stream is finished and I've done my pack down, I'm going to go look in that channel. Even if you've already voted, go and double check to see that nothing new has come in on that channel over the course of the streams. If there is something you would like to nominate, go and do so now and go and vote. And the one with the most votes is the charity we will be supporting. And I will announce that once I've done the pack down in the server. Thank you all very much for playing. Thank you again to all the writing team, and congratulations to Stilgar. A fine performance, finishing on 9 out of 10 in the Spotlight. He is tonight's Spotlight champion. I will see you after the credits. Well, that is just about all we have got time for in the world of quiz this evening, but thank you all very much indeed for coming to take part. I hope you've had fun. Like I said, this week I'm being very careful with my evenings. Obviously, I've got my day job in the day, and then evenings I've basically got everything cancelled. I've got no choir on Monday. I put myself down for OQL on Wednesday as only if absolutely necessary, so I may end up doing that as well. But the goal is just to have some headspace this week, because I'm just worried that I've got so much going on, both in professional life, stream life, and IRL personal life as well at the moment. There's quite a bit going on. So I'm just going to do a bit of self-care this week, and hopefully that'll be good. But I'm still going to be with you on Thursday for game night, for our weekday game night, where we're going to be playing Cryptex by 8Minky, we're going to be playing Hacker by Lupine, and we're going to be playing Data Leak by Samster, and I do hope you'll join me for that. If you're just here at the weekend, next Saturday we'll be here with Battlefront by JR, Moneybox by Clive, and The Abyss by Arun. Might be my first opportunity to use the new control system with The Abyss, maybe. We will see. I am actually really stuck for raid targets tonight. I've only got about 4 channels that I follow online, and none of them are particularly leaping out at me. So I am open to suggestions, because we've got to pick a raid message. I've got a few that I really like. Piss Up on Aisle 3, which I thought was very good. Jesus Chooses Lurk. What do you call an alligator in a vest? I mean, that's got to be a contender. Cinnabar Challenge. My username in this game is Truncat. There are no breasts outside of Europe is a very good one. The world has 18 breasts, also funny. High Octane Botanical Trivia. Baccarat is Tchaikovsky's opposite, and Avoid a Spotted Dick. Anyone got any suggestions for a channel to go around? Mario Party Speedruns. Maybe. Spud Gun. What's Spud Gun? Let's take a look at that. The Data Goblin. Twitch.tv/ let me check those both out. Spud Gun, Twitch.tv/ The Data Goblin. Either of those leaping out at me. Let's take a look. Mature audiences. Data Goblin. Looks fairly wholesome. Spud Gun appears to be offline. The Data Goblin. Just chatting, cozy colouring, and logic puzzles. That sounds fun. It looks very wholesome, and there looks like there's fish pictures. So, as recommended by JR Plays Games, JR's normally a good recommendation, actually. Let's go raid the Data Goblin. And we are going to say, what do you call an alligator in a vest? And won't it be fun? So, what do you call an alligator in a vest? Thank you, Puzzle Dan, for that suggestion. 100 pennies going to you. We're going to raid the Data Goblin and say hi. Thank you once again, everybody, for coming to join us. To all the writers, the proofing team, the admin team, the moderation staff, and to all of you for coming to join. I hope you've had fun. I've had a great time with game night this evening. And I do hope that you'll come and join us again. SJ, I'll cash that 1,000 pennies in before the end of the night. I'm going to be back on Thursday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. Be splendid and wonderful and marvellous and safe as always. And until next time, you've been watching Game Night. I've been Royal Flush. Take care. Peace out. And good night.
I would imagine that people who